Okay, hi, welcome to the third episode of Your Vegan Heart. My name's Alyssa, and I'm gonna make some vegan dessert today, and it is a peanut butter swirl chocolate fudge. And I'm really excited to show people how to make a dessert because I have had many times where people say, oh, I forgot you can't eat brownies, or oh, you can't eat cookies. But we can, totally, we just can't eat their cookies, but we can make our own desserts. So this is a really easy recipe again. Everything in it is actually healthy for you, so it's almost like medicine. And let's just get started. All right, the first thing you need is a half a cup of olive oil that's melted. And you just pour it into your bowl, like that. You don't have to worry about getting it all. All right, now I'm gonna add a half a cup of just cocoa powder. You can use like Ghirardelli or Hershey's if you want, but I like the organic stuff. So you're gonna whisk them together in your bowl, and you can use like electric beaters if you want, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, and then it looks nice and soupy. Then you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Add that, and you're gonna add 1/4 cup of peanut butter. And I'm using a spatula to get all of the peanut butter out, so you don't want to miss any. Okay. And you also want to add 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And I use grade B because it tastes better than grade A, which is backwards logic to me. And I like to get this at room temperature before I add it, because really cold maple syrup makes your coconut oil go back to solid, and that makes the whole process a pain in the butt. So make sure that that's not happening if you can. All right, and then just whisk them all together again. Okay, so it's nice and mixed together, and the last ingredient is very important, and don't skip this. Even if you had high blood pressure, you need to add some salt, because the salt really makes the chocolate taste come through. So you only need like a pinch. I didn't even like measure anything, but you need something. Otherwise it'll be just flat and too sweet. That's not good fudge. That's yummy. All right, and I'm gonna pour it into this like baking dish thing. And this is probably like 8 by 5 or something like that. And I lined it with some parchment paper. What you're gonna wanna do, and you just pour it all in. It's all set, but you want the peanut butter swirl part to happen now, unless you don't, and then you can just eat it like that. But I like to add a little pretty swirl in it, and it adds some extra peanut butter, which is a magical combination with the chocolate, and it's really simple to do. And I need to use the stove to do it because I want to sort of melt it together so that the peanut butter is kind of soupy and it will just easily melt into the chocolate. So I'm gonna do that part right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add about 1/4 cup of peanut butter. You can add a little bit less, it doesn't have to be 1/4 cup, into the pan. And this part really isn't that strict about what you do, but I'll just tell you what I do. And you just add a little under a tablespoon of maple syrup. It's probably about 2 teaspoons, but like that much, if you can even see that. And then definitely add a pinch of salt to this. And about 1/2 tablespoon or so of coconut oil. You can do more or less, I don't think it matters too much. Alright, you don't want the heat too high either like I do. You just want to sort of melt them together a little bit. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and I'm just gonna sort of pour it on top and swirl it around some. So I'm just sort of easily plopping it on there, doesn't really matter. And it's totally up to you if you want to like use the whole thing or not. Sometimes I don't. And don't over mix it, because then you'll just have the peanut butter get lost in the chocolate, and you don't want that. You want people to see it and say, oh my God, how did you do that? All right, and I'm just gonna leave it like that and put it in the freezer for at least an hour so that it gets nice and hardened and uncovered in the freezer too. Okay, so that was it. Let me know how it came out, and like me on Facebook, and go to yourveganheart.com to see the full recipe and watch the video too. And thanks for watching. Bye.